Hey YouTube, and thanks for watching Junkworks Garage. It is June 29th, 2023, and I'm about to go in and give you a shop tour. And unfortunately, yet fortunately, this is my last shop tour for now. You might notice the door is painted. We actually did paint our house. It's black and gray. You'll see that the gray trim on this one, I still yet need to finish the gray trim on this one. But we'll go inside. That's what this is mostly about. You know what? Actually, we're going to stay outside a little bit because I haven't showed this part of it. And there's the whole garage. I don't know if I've ever done a complete outside. This is my garage from the outside look. Some of you that see the Government Sucks GovBug project, that is where that is yet again, unfortunately, all grown around. But it will be coming back in at some point, hopefully fairly soon. Alright, then I gotta go around. I got a pile of gravel here. That is for another project that you probably won't see down the road. There's the lifted Jeep, in case you're wondering about that. It's out and about, so there's kind of an idea of the lift on it. Go watch that video if you haven't seen it. And then we have our concrete pad right here, which actually goes clear up under the bug and over that way. And this is a story, I don't know if I've told it. Told parts and pieces of it, but a friend of mine had a guy working for him, did concrete work and vouched for him, and said he was, you know, for the most part a pretty good guy. And he was, so I called him up, and he was the cheapest one out of all of them. And unfortunately, when he got here, yeah, he was the cheapest one, but then he started doing the work, got my entire driveway completely dug out. So it goes down at a pretty big angle here. It's kind of hard to tell when you're sitting here, but it's pretty steep. Most of my cars are fine, but what ended up happening is he dug all this out and he broke his equipment doing it, got irritated. Somehow it was my fault that there was so much digging involved, because I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to name names or anything like that, but he tried to blame me for his equipment breaking, tried to get me to fix his equipment and up the charge on doing the concrete work. So this was just a big fiasco, we'll put it that way. And quite honestly, I was stupid and gave him some upfront money, which nowadays you kind of have to do, unfortunately. And then this got dug out. It was a complete mess. Nothing here, just all dug down. I couldn't even hardly get in my garage. And finally we argued back and forth that I wasn't going to pay more and he was going to come get it done. And luckily, being as my friend hired him a lot for doing concrete work, and that was kind of a source of his income, I told him, okay, that guy that you know that you work for, one of his best friends lived over here at the time, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to be happy about him being kicked out, because I had to do this concrete pad to be able to make that legal. Alright, so there's kind of why I was doing this in the first place. So I said that and told him, and I'm going to make sure that this person that you have lots of work through finds out about it and never hires you again. He quickly came the next day. We got this done, and unfortunately he still owes me 2 feet across here that he never got done. Obviously it's many years later and I'm not going to worry about it, but regardless, it got done. It's done right. I watched him do it to make sure it was done right, and I'm happy with it. I'm glad it's here, but boy, was it a pain in the butt just to make that legal, even though it should have been legal in the first place. But that's a whole nother government story. Now let's go inside the garage and actually take a look at my last garage tour. Alright, and as you're going to notice, it is an absolute disaster as usual. Unfortunately, the Mustang's also fairly covered up as usual. Yet again, a lot of this stuff is just kind of stuff that it kind of needs to be here. I just need to find a better place for it, obviously. And none of it's super heavy. A lot of it's cardboard that I use for like cardboard patterning and that kind of stuff. A few other things. Some stuff I've taken down off the walls that need to go somewhere else. And you know, like right here, I had to dig this out so I could use that machine right there for a project. So I really need to get all this junk out of here and in another place. Then we turn around, we got the new door here, which is nice. Same cupboards, same shelving along here, all that stuff. All this down here is the same. It is about as messy as my shop's been in a long time, we'll put it that way. Still got all this stuff is all the same. Up there, I don't know in the last shop tour or garage tour what we had up there, but it is full of crap. I only have one shelf going across there now instead of having several shelves up above it. I took some of that down and changed the way it was. And we got the razor in here, working on that, doing all kinds of videos on that. So if you want to go watch those, go check out my razor playlist on my channel. And the same lift. I love this lift. And all the junk next to this that we're working on it. The Mustang still in horrible shape. Everything in there except for a few razor things is all Mustang parts. And to the guy who wanted me to measure in there, I really do feel bad about that. I came out, was planning on doing it, and just kind of forgotten how much stuff was in there. So I will get to that one of these days. And I lost your email somehow. I think it just went away because it's been so long. So if you can email me back, I will tell you. I'm going to go ahead and do a video on that, and hopefully I'll get to it fairly soon. We shall see. So we're going to go back over here, pile stuff on here. Yet again, Mustang parts, not Mustang parts, but recycle stuff, and a couple other things that need to move. There's the motor, the 289 underneath the sheet in plastic. There's a video coming at some point in the RV. All this, yet again, all the same. Really not a whole lot has changed. Everything, I'm doing some organizing, so that might kind of clue you in on what's going on here. So it's about as bad as it's ever been. It's that whole, you gotta make a mess to clean it up kind of thing. So all of this, all pretty much the same old. As you can see, I'm doing a bunch of stuff on the razor, so I got parts and pieces everywhere on here, and all that is the only organization I have in my shop, is about from there to there. Maybe over there, but that's piled on top of right now too. Anyhow, so there you go. Now something that has changed a bit is this up here. As you can see, but you might not be able to. Let's see if I can get up in here. There's definitely stuff still piled up here, but it's all in boxes, most of it, and it's kind of organized. I took down the shelves that are up there. I started pulling this apart, which was the old desk that was up there. I'm going to get rid of that. And as you can see, I've kind of got stuff kind of piled here, but it's all kind of organized piles of where I need to move stuff into certain places. And the reason I'm doing that is because this whole thing here is going away. So that is why I'm saying it is my last garage tour. Because it's my last garage tour until I make massive changes in this garage. It is going to get cleaned up by next summer. I'm hoping mostly by the end of this summer it'll be ready to go for the most part. And before next summer it'll be completely cleaned out and completely changed and completely different. Will that happen? I don't know. If I haven't made a garage tour by next summer, you'll know I failed. And all this still looks basically the same. Let's hope not. Now get out there and get your junk working. Thanks for watching Junk Works Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all, and obviously master of none. You all have a good one.